Jason Garrett is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys missed the playoffs this year, which means a lot of people have been calling for his job. I've been seeing on Twitter, I've been seeing everywhere. Fire Jason Garrett. The Cowboys didn't make the playoffs. We need to get rid of our head coach. And I'm like, guys, you're insane. Are you kidding me? Like, okay, well, let me ask you then. If you want to fire Jason Garrett, what's your plan? Like, who are you going to replace Jason Garrett with? And there was like, Nick Saban. I'm like, no, that's insanity. Now you're not talking. Nick Saban's not leaving Alabama. You're not speaking in reasonable terms that make sense. Jason Garrett's the right guy for the Dallas Cowboys job. Here's why I do not believe Jason Garrett should be fired by the Dallas Cowboys, and why I think you should give Jason Garrett a couple more years. So first of all, there are so many issues with the Cowboys roster. The Cowboys roster has all kinds of personnel issues. They're far too reliant on Ezekiel Elliott. They're far too reliant on Sean Lee on defense. I look at the numbers, by the way, without Sean Lee. Without Sean Lee on defense, the Cowboys basically can't win. They're like a completely different team. You think it's Ezekiel Elliott. You think it's Dak Prescott. The truth is, the Dallas Cowboys' most valuable player is Sean Lee, and you need to get defensive personnel around him so you can deal with absences from guys like Sean Lee. If you can't win without your running back, you're making a lot of mistakes. You need to get better wide receivers for Dak Prescott, and you need to help. Dak Prescott developed a lot, but we need to get him better weapons so he can be more successful. Like Dez Bryant's a mess. We need to replace Dez Bryant. If you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, I'm not, but if you are, you need to be calling for Dez Bryant to be replaced right away. Get some receivers there for Dak Prescott who can actually win games. And let's think about this. Before Ezekiel Elliott got suspended, the Cowboys were in prime position to make the playoffs. Ezekiel Elliott gets suspended, and your season takes a big dive. Without that 6-game suspension, the Cowboys would probably be in the playoffs. So, like, you can hate on Jason Garrett all you want. You can say that Jason Garrett needs to be fired as many times as you want to. But look, Jason Garrett's the right guy for the job. You need to worry about your other problems first. Like, you wouldn't tell me, there's a thing I can't remember where it's from. It's fix the thorn in your own eye before you tell someone else about their thorn. There are bigger problems to worry about if you're the Dallas Cowboys than your head coach. Your roster's a mess. You have all kinds of problems, all kinds of issues. Worry about your personnel issues, then worry about your coach. Once you have a great roster and a great team, then it's inexcusable. But the guys Jason Garrett has to work with simply aren't good enough. So until Jason Garrett has a great roster with the Dallas Cowboys, and if he still can't win with those great guys, then we can fire the guy. Then we can criticize him for not winning. But I wouldn't get mad at, my favorite team is Washington State. I would not get mad at Mike Leach, even though it's his job to recruit. It's a little different. I wouldn't get mad at Mike Leach. Why didn't you beat Alabama? Well, Mike Leach doesn't have the tools to beat Alabama. Look at the guys Jason Garrett's trying to win with, and he does not have the tools he needs to win as many games as he possibly could. And I think Jerry Jones gets it. I heard Jerry Jones talking about Jason Garrett after their loss at the end of I think it was the Seahawks that kind of ended their season basically and knocked them out of the playoffs. And when that happened, Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner, said, look, Jason Garrett's the guy for the job. He basically said, it seemed like he got it. It seemed like he understood, yeah, the roster really isn't where it needs to be. So that is why Jason Garrett should not be fired by the Dallas Cowboys.